Hi guys, Asaf from Ofek Yachts, and I'm here with Paolo Serio, Dufour Yachts product manager. We're here next to La Rochelle in the Dufour yard. Paolo, thank you very much for having us.
Thank you. Welcome in the yard.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure to be here.
Of course.
And we would like to tell us a bit about the new models, the 390 and the 430.
Okay, yeah. Well, first of all, I will have to say that we have been working a lot in the last years. You know that Dufour has launched the exclusive range with the 63, with the 56, and the new Catamaran as well. So, of course, this model have brought a lot of benefits that we will then take out in the Grand Large range. The Grand Large range, as you know, is a very famous range in the Dufour brand. It is available since 2005, and it has always improved in the last years particularly. So today it is a major step with the launch of two units that we will probably launch the next generation of the Grand Large model, which is very important, the 390 and the 430.
And are the 390 and 430 replacing older models in the lineup?
Absolutely not. This is how we bring the next generation of the Grand Large. These are completely new models with new hulls, new decks, and a lot of features that adapt to the market, to the request of the customer, but also to the next generation, let's say, of the sailboat. But I would like to say that it was very important for us to maintain the Dufour identity, which are both that sail well, that are comfortable, and that are secured. This was very important for us, to keep everything we do in the identity of Dufour Yachts. But the boat evolve, and we continue as well to develop the boats with certain capabilities, functionalities. First of all, there is a new hull designed by Umberto Felci, which we know very well, with new shapes, completely new shapes. The deck is also always more functional. That's what we want to bring. And the two together will bring a boat more balance, always more with more space, with always the same sailing capabilities, with the sail plan and keel ratios optimized, of course, compared to the global weight of the boat.
Okay, and can you tell us a bit about the key features of the new 390 and 430?
Of course, the key feature is that saying that the Dufour boats sail well, which is the key value, we will see on water that these boats are performant. This is for sure. The second point is that following the market and the client's request, there is always more request for comfort, and this is shown by the little detail that we bring on, particularly on the deck. First of all, you will see that the deck is fully dressed with lights, exterior lights, that at night will make the boat very, very aesthetic. This is a very nice thing that we bring. In second point, the particular plancha barbecue that we brought with the 500 some years ago, it's still there. This is a key value also to keep the cockpit closed and secured. We worked a lot on all the equipment on board, on the aft platform with the ladder, which is now twice the size of before. Because
so it's very sturdy.
It's very sturdy, it's very comfortable, will tick. So this is also a value that brings, you know, the clients, the people appreciate the boat. Because remember, we sail, but we also stay at anchor and we enjoy the boat in this way. So also the steering system has been reworked. The winch positioning, there is a lot of work on the deck on these two new models that we will immediately see on the paper and in Cannes when we will launch them. In terms of technology, there's also something very important that we brought with the new electric panel, which is completely a full system of domotic that we brought out, following the monitoring of all the tanks, of all the consumption, control all the exterior light, interior light. So this also is a nice technology point that we bring in Dufour on all the range.
Now, you talked about the outside of the boat, and of course that it's secure and it sells very well, like all Dufour models. What about the interior of the boats?
The interior, first of all, you know that the layout that we offer are always adapted to the wider customers, let's say. So the 390 has three kind of layout: a free cabin two head, okay, with a L-shaped galley, and a free cabin three heads, which is unique on the 39. So when every cabin has a toilet, it is very interesting for owners that have maybe different families on board, let's say, but also for the charter market on which, of course, we work. The 430 has up to 4 cabins available and 2 heads. So this is also interesting for families with more people.
And what I saw in the 430 that caught my eye, you know, the first thing that caught my eye was the position of the galley.
Of the galley, yeah,
absolutely.
Absolutely. You're totally right. The front cabin brought by Dufour Yachts with the 500 has been very successful. And now that I see other boats, I really consider that it is the most convenient layout. You are cooking, you turn, you pass the place to your friends, you use the aft module as a small bar, so it is quite convivial. You know, it's a very friendly environment. It is true that having the challenge of putting this kind of galley in a 43 feet was kind of a difficult match, but we managed that, and the result is very well satisfying.
Yeah, I looked at the rendering and it looks amazing. Now, you said something before, you know, you said the word wide. I saw the first hull and it looks very wide, and I asked you if it's the new 430 and you said no, it's the 390.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell us a bit about the sizing of the boats.
Absolutely. It is true that the request today is to have boats always more wider, to have the most possible space inside. But if you notice, the powerful performance boat, the racing boats, they are also always more wide. So it's not a matter of only space inside. It's also a matter of planning, let's say, surfing on the waves. So in this case, the boats are very well balanced in terms of beam and length, okay, to reach that compromise. So I really can't wait to see them in Cannes for the Cannes Boat Show. The 2 boats. So as you see the dynamic of the Dufour Yachts in launching new model with this year, the 390, the 430 and the Dufour Catamaran as well.
So it will be a very interesting Cannes Boat Show.
Absolutely, also very active Cannes Boat Show, yes.
Tell us a bit about the Catamaran in 2 sentences.
The Catamaran, we match a very, very interesting product with a unique layout. Particularly, you will see the fly, which is outstanding for the size of the boat. Catamarans today is a reality. The market is always growing. We had to take this opportunity, and the sales result that we have today, without even show the boat, speak by themselves. We are Dufour, we know how to make boats, catamarans and monohulls, maybe one day power boats, but, but for the moment everything is going quite well, and we hope that the clients will be always more happy to buy Dufour.
Tell me, if someone wants to have boats for next summer, what's his best?
Yes, it is true. The market now is quite unfair, let's say, because we are very happy for the growing demand, but today to have boats, we need to take pre-orders. As a client, your convenience will be to buy as soon as possible, to be certain to have the boats for next summer. Today, the success of the 390 and the 430 are really outstanding. So join us to Cannes, take your boat, and be certain to sail for the next summer.
So, Paolo, thank you very much. I know it was your wife's birthday. It still is your wife's birthday today, and I'm holding you here. So thank you very much for having us.
It's a pleasure.
And it was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.